So I was reading the Bible, Exodus. I think somewhere between Exodus and Leviticus, there was a part where Moses went to either Mount Sinai or he was in the tabernacle, and God was speaking to him, and God said to him, "Tell your people that if they keep my charge, if they obey all my commandments, and they do not defile themselves, let them know that I will remember them and I'm going to bless them in due time." Now, I don't know how accurate that is. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm using my own words. But the major point there is, he said, I'm going to bless them in due time. The due time is the most important part of this for me, because this literally exposed that God works with time, and God cannot be moved. God cannot be moved to do something before he wants to do it. And I think that when I see people suffer, in prayer and in expectations, it really makes me sad. And most of these persons have prayed and they give up and they're like, God doesn't answer me. God doesn't want to answer me. God is not paying attention to me. Why should I serve? Why should I worship him? Why should I continue? Why is all this suffering? And here's the thing. We are not God, and God is God, and God cannot be perverse, and God cannot be cajoled, and God cannot be coerced. So it made it clear that God is going to do what he wants to do in his own time. Now, in the time that he sees that is perfect, right? In the time that he sees that, okay, if I answer this prayer to this person, if I let this person have this job contract, right? If I let this lady find the exact kind of husband she's looking for, if I let this man get a humble, submissive, beautiful, God-fearing wife, right? If I give them these things, it will not destroy them. They are not going to waste the opportunity. They are not going to waste it. It's not going to turn and become a snare against them. Now, from my point of view, this is how God works. God will never give you something that is going to, in turn, destroy you or take you away from his presence. God does not operate that way, because God is not foolish and God is not short-sighted. I think that is one of the most obvious reality of the God being. He's not short-sighted. If anything, God is always long-sighted. He does things holistically. He does things that covers every aspect of the human being. When he answers your prayer, it makes sure it covers 360 degree of every other boxes that needs to be ticked. He's just going to answer you in a way that is going to be satisfying. So I just want to use this opportunity to encourage people and say, as a Christian, which I am, when you pray and you have faith, the next most important thing is wait. That is the most important thing. You have to learn to wait. Understand. Having faith is you knowing that God hears you and God is going to answer you. Another important understanding is that you don't tell God when he's going to answer you. You may have your preferred date, you may have your preferred time, but you can't see the future. You don't have the foresight. So God knows what is going to happen to you within this period. And God knows what is best. If God doesn't answer your prayers instantly, then it should dawn on you that, okay, maybe there's something I'm being protected from, or maybe there's something better, but something is missing that I'm not seeing. So I will trust God and I will wait for God to come through, which I know he will. I don't know if you get it. This will really ease the burden and make your prayer life sweet and really, really very interesting, and build your relationship with God without any resentment or temporal anger towards how God does things. So I hope this really resonates with you, and if you have any questions, you can ask me, but this is just really what I want to share. It's a wonderful discovery on my part, and it has really energized me, and it has really further developed my relationship with God. And I just really want people to come to this realization of it.